Hey, what's going on everybody? This is ghstR3CON2 here, and welcome to my second video here on Yeousch Recruits. And let me say, once again, thank you to Yeousch and the Yeousch Recruits management for giving me this opportunity to upload here once again. And let me say thank you to all the people that viewed my first video on Yeousch Recruits. I got a lot of positive feedback, and it was really nice to get all that feedback, because when you get all that, it just makes it so worth it to make a video and put the effort in, especially for a community and a channel like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the last one, and if you did, then I hope you enjoyed this one too, because what I'm going to be bringing you is another episode of Common Sense. Now, I don't think I'm going to structure it quite as well as I did with the last one with all the editing. What you're going to see in the background is obviously Battlefield 3 gameplay, because that is what I'm talking about. And three topics that I have today are, I'm going to talk about the M320 smoke grenade launcher, I'm going to be talking about defending your flag, and I'm also going to be talking about new pilots. Yeah, I know this is sound kind of harsh, but if you're new to piloting, and I'm just talking about the choppers here mostly, I mean, jets, yeah, I'm not a big jet person myself, but if you're new to flying, then I know this sounds really harsh, but please don't do it in an actual game. I know you have to learn, and the only way to learn is by doing, but there are many ways to learn without having to go into an actual game and possibly put your team's chance of winning at risk. And some things you can do is like find an empty server, an empty vehicle server with choppers on it, and practice there. Or if you want to practice during an actual game, I would suggest going to a map like Operation Firestorm, which offers not only an attack chopper but also a transport chopper, so you can fly the transport chopper, because honestly nobody really cares about the transport choppers. And if you were to just get into it and fly around and screw around, I doubt anybody would really care. So maybe that was a little harsh, but if you don't know how to fly, please stay out of the choppers. Please, I mean, you're gonna have to, if you want to learn the jets, you're really gonna have to do it in game. I mean, they do offer 2 jets, but if you really don't want to take a seat in the air away from somebody who can actually use it to his full advantage, because controlling the air, especially in a conquest type match on Karg Island or Caspian border, controlling the air is extremely important, because when you control the air, it's easier to control the ground. So with that said, let's move on to the second topic at hand here, which is defending your flags. I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen it where teams, they cap one flag, and then they run to the next flag and cap it, and then after they're done capping that flag, they run to the next flag and cap it, and it just turns into a whole game of circles where you're just capping flags, because while you're capping flags and then running to a new flag to cap, the enemy team is right behind you capping the flag that you just capped. And if you do this, sure, you'll get a lot of points, but it's going to be a lot tougher for your team to actually win a game, because if you want to win a round of conquest, you need to control a majority of the flags. And by majority, I hope everybody knows what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then look up the word majority, because I can't help you. Well, I can't help you, that's what I'm here for, but yeah, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, why is defending a flag very important? Well, obviously both attacking and defending a flag is very important, but if you defend your flag, if you have at least a squad back to defend a flag or two, you can decrease your enemy's tickets, because they can get some kills and it can hold off the enemy from attacking flags, which gives the rest of your teammates more time and more of an opportunity to cap the rest of the flags. And the only way to win in this, as I said, is to have the majority of the flags. That's the main way you're going to win conquest. So if you can hold the majority of the flags for a longer time than your enemy, instead of just running from flag to flag, then it's going to be a lot easier for your team to win. And obviously, when your team wins, that's a good thing. Now, the second thing I'm going to be talking about is the M320 smoke grenade launcher. And the M320 smoke grenade launcher is probably one of the most underrated gadgets or weapons in this game. It does so many things for your team and for yourself and anybody that you play with. It covers up routes that you may need to get by that the enemy can see. I mean, it can kill people, which is extremely fun to do. And it's just one of the most extremely useful tools in the entire game. I think that there should always be at least one guy running smoke in a squad, maybe two for the entire team. It really depends on the map that you're playing on, but you can use smoke in a variety of ways, whether it be rush or conquest, and it's just an extremely useful tool that allows your team a better chance to stay alive and move up and cap a flag or arm an MCOM station. Now, I'm not going to say that it's really useful in TDM or squad deathmatch, but it can be. I mean, anytime you need to go out into the open, smoke is always useful to cover up a route where somebody could see you across the street or something. And yeah, I don't know why people don't use this more. I would have to say that it's probably one of the least used gadgets in the entire game, even though it's got so much importance when you're playing. And I mean, if you haven't seen any smoke grenade kills only videos, then I highly suggest you go look those up, because those are actually extremely fun to watch and extremely fun to do. I mean, the smoke grenade launcher, you can do so much with it, but most importantly, it helps your team, which is why I obviously just talked about it. So, quick recap of what I talked about today. I talked about new pilots trying not to fly during actual games, so you can give like the better pilots a better opportunity to get up in the air, and it'll actually help your team win. And talked about defending your flag instead of just going around capping, because defending is extremely important, as it can help your team, even though you may not want to help your team, in which case, screw you. And the last thing I talked about was the M320 smoke grenade launcher. And I know this is kind of a short video, but I don't have a lot of time to record anymore, but I always love putting out videos, especially for a channel like this and a community like this. And if you have any suggestions on what you would like me to talk about, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I check the comments just about every time I'm on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe to Yeousch Recruits and Yeousch, the main channels. And don't forget to come on over to my channel and check it out for some Battlefield 3 content, or any other Battlefield game, actually. And so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a thumbs up by pressing all that toilet paper once again all over it. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.